Good day. In today's video, we will be discussing the globalization of religion. Let us first discuss the intended learning outcomes. Number one, understand how scholars have approached the relationship between religion and globalization. Number two, grasp the nuisance, strengths, and weaknesses of the thesis on secularization and the resurgence of religion. Number three, unravel the relationship between conflicts and religions. Number four, apply the theoretical tools discussed in the real-world context. And last but not the least, equip students with 21st century learning and develop higher order thinking skills that will lead towards a deeper understanding of globalization and religion. So let us watch this video.
A miracle, a true story. Tess was a precocious 8-year-old when she heard her mom and dad talking about her little brother, Andrew. All she knew was that he was very sick and they were completely out of money. They were moving to an apartment complex the following month because her dad didn't have the money for the doctor's bills. Only a very costly surgery could save him now, and it was looking like there was no one to lend them the money. She heard her daddy say to her tearful mother, with whispered desperation, "Only a miracle can save him now." Tess went to her bedroom and pulled a glass jelly jar from its hiding place in the closet. She poured all the change out on the floor and counted it carefully 3 times. The total had to be exactly perfect. No chance here for mistakes. Carefully placing the coins back in the jar, she slipped out the back door and made her way 6 blocks to the drugstore. She waited patiently for the pharmacist to give her some attention, but he was too busy at this moment. Tess shuffled her feet to make a scoffing noise. Nothing happened. She cleared her throat with the most disgusting sound she could muster. No good. Finally, she took a quarter from her jar and banged it on the glass counter. That did it. "And what do you want?" the pharmacist asked in an annoyed tone of voice. "I'm talking to my brother from Chicago, whom I haven't seen in ages," he said, without waiting for a reply to his question. "Well, I want to talk to you about my brother," Tess answered back in the same annoyed tone. "He's really, really sick, and I want to buy a miracle." "I beg your pardon," said the pharmacist. "His name is Andrew, and he has something bad growing inside his head, and my daddy says only a miracle can save him now. So, how much does a miracle cost?" "We don't sell miracles here, little girl. I'm sorry, but I can't help you," the pharmacist said, softening a little. "Listen, I have the money to pay for it. If it isn't enough, I will get the rest. Just tell me how much it costs." The pharmacist's brother was a well-dressed man. He stooped down and asked the little girl, "What kind of a miracle does your brother need?" "I don't know," Tess replied with her eyes welling up. "I just know he's really sick and mommy says he needs an operation. But my daddy can't pay for it, so I want to use my money." "How much do you have?" asked the man from Chicago. $1.11, Tess answered barely audibly. "And it's all the money I have, but I can get some more if I need to." "Well, what a coincidence," smiled the man. $1.11 is the exact price of a miracle for little brothers. He took her money in one hand, and with the other hand he grasped her mitten and said, "Take me to where you live. I want to see your brother and meet your parents. Let's see if I have the kind of miracle you need." That well-dressed man was Dr. Carlton Armstrong, a neurosurgeon. The operation was completed without charge, and it wasn't long until Andrew was home again and doing well. Mom and Dad were happily talking about the chain of events that had led them to this place. "That surgery," her mom whispered, "was a real miracle. I wonder how much it would have cost." Tess smiled. She knew exactly how much a miracle cost: $1.11, plus the faith of a little child. This is a true story. A miracle is not the suspension of natural law, but the operation of a higher law. For those who understand, no explanation is needed. And for those who do not understand, no explanation is possible. Please watch video number 13. You can create quasi miracles in your life in the Abundance and Well-being series. Affectionately, Johnny Bardavid.
All right, so let's try to normalize the video that you have uh, seen a while ago. So the video is all about the miracle received by a young girl whose brother is in the bed of whose brother's health is uh, in a very terrible condition. So she received her miracle. She received her miracle in a way that a doctor uh, give his service to the young girl's brother's operation. Okay, so what is a miracle? Do you believe in miracles? What is a miracle? And if you believe in miracles, why? Miracles, if we base it on the video that we have just seen a while ago, miracles are unexplained things, probably in relation to God's grace. So, personally, I believe in miracles because there are many situations in my life that I have experienced the grace of God. The grace of God to the point that there were times that I was really hopeless, but He was there. So, uh, those things, you know, when you, when you, when you feel the presence of God, that is already a miracle. When you're in the depths of your your sorrows, and then all of a sudden you feel the warm embrace of God to your friends, to the people you meet. That is a miracle for me. Okay, so let's move on. What is the relationship of this story to our topic? So it's all about miracles, and miracles tells us about the grace of God, and God is introduced to us somehow, some way, to our religion. And of course, our topic for this afternoon or for this day is all about religion and, of course, secularization. Okay, so let us try to define religion. What do we mean by religion? Okay, so Haynes, 2006, in his idea, he gives the definition of religion into two uh, distinguished characteristics. Number one, in its spiritual sense. He refers to religion in three ways of how social individual behavior of believers are organized. Number one, it involves the idea of transcendence, referring to the supernatural realities. Somehow, some way, according to Haynes, there is someone out there that possess a supernatural characteristic, and these are called supernatural realities. Next, number two, it relates with sacredness or holiness and system of practice and language, which is organized and defined. So, religion, according to him, on this particular portion, there is a practice of beliefs of people in a way that in a way that this practice, this organized practice, gives importance to the sacredness of a holy being. Number three, it concerns ultimacy on how it relates people to the ultimate condition of existence. So, what do we mean by this? Okay, so uh, as if it is saying that uh, at the end of the road of our life, there would be a very an ultimate condition of our existence, our purpose of our existence, and we will realize it uh, later on in our life. Next, he also defined religion in its material sense. So, according to him, religious beliefs are capable of motivating individuals and groups to collectively mobilize to achieve political goals and consequently suppress mass actions as tool of repression. So here he mentioned that in its material sense, religion is all about uh, the tool for motivating a person to achieve his goal in life, either in politics, either in business, or any field that a person would like to do. Okay, next. So let us define secularization. So what is secularization? It refers to the belief that religion will lose its significance with economic development and modernization. So we have here a different definition of secularization. And like in the previous definition of you in our history class or history subject, wherein secularization is defined as the movement in Philippine history wherein a Filipino priest would like to practice or to conduct mass in local churches. But here we have a different definition of secularization. So according to this definition, I'll repeat it again. It refers to the belief that religion would lose its significance with economic development and modernization. So uh, this only implies that at, there will always be a time when religion would lose or will lose its importance as time goes on. Okay, so there will come a time that religion will not be as an important subject matter anymore to people. Okay, that is the definition of secularization. Okay, now there are classical theories of secularization. Okay, so according to Comte, he posited that society undergoes three stages. Number one, geological. Number two, metaphysical. Number three, positivist scientific stage. All these stages, uh, all these stages corresponds to a development in the behavior of people. Okay. Next, number two, according to Weber, he posited that men will undergo modernization, which is the process of disenchantment of the universe with the replacement of bureaucratization, rationalization, and secularization. Okay, so according to Weber, there will come a time that modernization will affect the 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 bureaucratization, rationalization, and secularization in society. Number three, according to Durkheim, he argues that individuals of the societies breaking the bonds of community. There will there will come a time that individuals in society will break the bonds in the community. That is according to Durkheim. And to Marx, he views religion as the opium of the people created by the material conditions. He believes that religion would have no place in a communist society. So for Marx, religion is of no significance in a communist society, and it is actually a tool used. It is actually a tool used uh, to make people obedient to a specific leader, to a specific person. Okay, so let's try to analyze. How do globalization affects religion? As time goes on, uh, as time goes on, it is not only uh, media, culture that is affected by globalization, also religion. Okay, in what way? To the point that uh, religion nowadays, especially conducting masses or celebrations, they adapt the technological advancement that is common to uh, the times nowadays. For example, they use social media to conduct masses. So they use internet to proclaim the gospel of the religion. Right. So in a way, in a positive side, uh, that is one example. On the negative side, um, there are times that uh, there are times with so much technological advancement because of the onset of globalization or because of the aftermath of globalization, um, religion seems as if it is not significant anymore to people's life, to the point that the mindset of people is focused more on uh, how they will live each day and how they will accumulate money. Okay, in what way does secularization affects religion? So again, as mentioned, secularization, as defined in this discussion, is a process or a time wherein religion will not be an a significant thing for people, or will lose its significance in a way. Okay, so secularization or the reducing reduction of the influence of religion affects religion in a way that uh, nowadays people are so much busy in meeting both ends, especially now that we are in a pandemic. So many people lose their jobs. So the focus of the majority of people nowadays is how will they live each day. So to the point that also to a point that with so much technological advancement, uh, religion is not a thing to consider when making decision. Now, what's the importance of religion to the global community? Um, the importance of actually religions gives us guidance. Our religions give us our religion give us our guidance. It gives us direction. It gives us homage, and it gives us a sense of direction with regards to our belief in God. Okay, so that is the importance and significance of religion to the global community. Without religion, without religion, uh, people in the world will be confused or will have no sense of direction because uh, they do not consider the existence of God anymore. That is taught in the religion. All right. So this topic is not yet done. We will still have we will still continue this topic, but for a while I'll flash the assessment, but you will not do this now or today, but you will do this after the second part of this discussion. Okay, so do you have any questions? All right, there being none, class dismissed. Bye bye.